From Windsor, Ontario, it's Remotely Zach. And now from Studio 17 in the automotive capital of the world, oh boy, Zachary Thomas.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. Welcome to Remotely Zach. I am the host, everybody's favorite, Zachary Thomas. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, please, thank you. No, nonsense. Stop, please. Man, whoo! We got a great show for you this evening. I'll be getting serious in my segment, Let's Talk. Yeah, let's talk. And I'll also be reading some text that's not quite right in my segment. Did I read that right? Yes. And we cap it off with the weirdest news found on the internet. Yes, that's everybody's favorite. Everybody likes the weird news. Everybody likes the weird news. It's out there. Everybody likes it. I also want to wish a happy belated Thanksgiving to my American friends if you're watching or hearing me from across the river. I hope it went great. I hope, politics was off the table, because let's clearly face it, the only turkey around here are Republicans, I think. Yeah. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yeah, speaking of turkeys, Marjorie Taylor Greene posted a photo to her social media with her and a turkey. I gotta say, the turkey looks way better than she does. I think that's the one instance where the turkey looks better, I think. Yeah. Man, she was probably fisting that turkey thinking about gays, Jews, and Democrats. That's exactly what it was. Alrighty, well. The midterm results are in, or, slowly pouring in, like my assignments over the last few weeks. That's right, they're now slowly pouring in, but the midterms from earlier this month seem to be behind us. We know who's taking control. Everybody can be happy. This is an election where everybody can be happy. Republicans take the House. Democrats keep the Senate. And Herschel Walker is out there bragging about his erection. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. Oh my God. There's a video of Herschel Walker, surrounded by the biggest dicks I know, Ted Cruz and Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham is like the penis it's impossible to get up. It's impossible to get. Like, you need Viagra for that one. Ted Cruz, still better. But, let's face it. It's Ted Cruz. That's right. So take a look at this. This was wild. This was wild.
Well, first of all, this election is more than Herschel Walker. This election is about the people.
Herschel, keep your erection away from people. That's what's getting you into trouble in the first place. You're out there, all these abortion scandals. First of all, keep it in your pants. We don't need to know about your erection. We honestly, no, please. No. Not at all. Right now, there are some new studies out there, actually. There are some new, oh yeah, hold on. What? Oh. Okay. Uh-huh. So should I? Okay, I behave. Sorry. They're telling me I need to behave again. When have I never behaved? Don't answer that. I know I asked the audience to post in the comments, but don't answer that, please. Sorry. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. Also, actually, speaking of politics, in Nevada's Senate seat, which was won by incumbent Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, she ended up winning her seat in what proved to be a nearly week-long process of counting ballots and voting in Nevada. Yes, it's amazing how Nevada. Now let's think about this for a minute. It's amazing how Nevada has a slower vote count, but you can figure out, when you're in Vegas, you can find out you had herpes the next day. Something not quite right there. Not quite right. Please. All right, now we're officially getting off the political talk. No more of that. Man. I don't know if you guys have heard about the Ticketmaster. Oh, yes, regarding the Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour tickets. By the way, if you are somebody, this is going to be a public service announcement. If you are somebody who is out there who has tickets to Taylor Swift's Eras Tour, I will literally be your date. You don't have to buy me anything. I pay for dinner myself. But I just want to be there. Please, if you are out there and you want to take me, I'm available. We'll talk rates. DM me for that because, just DM me and we'll talk about rates. I'm cheap, very cheap. So in this economy, you kind of have to be, right? Have you ever seen a prostitute out there charging $69? Not a coincidence. $69 for like 10 minutes. No. I'm cheap. I will drop my rates to 20 because even though we are in the era of inflation, you still deserve to be happy. You still deserve to be happy. Tip generously. So again, did I just out myself as like a prostitute or something? Oh well, I probably did. Where is it going with this? I don't know. But apparently, also there was a poll that was released. 44% of Americans, or 44 million, 44% of Americans have loved are fans of Taylor Swift. Do you hear that? 44% of Americans are fans of Taylor Swift. Yeah. Less than 1% are fans of both Taylor Swift and Ticketmaster. Did you hear? I don't know if you guys know this, but did you hear about Buffalo? Oh my God, 6 feet of snow, 6 feet of white, just bland white powder. I mean, for God's sake, if you're looking for 6 feet of bland white powder, hello. Look, I'm as white. Okay, let's be clear about something here. I am white. Yes, I am white. Though I'm a bright pale of white. Though if I were to travel to the Scandinavian, or if I were to travel to Sweden or Norway, if I were to travel to, let's start that over again. I am white. How white are you? I am so white that I would be considered a minority in Norway. Considered that. Man. Yes. Oh, did you also hear in more numbers, there are 8 billion people were reported to be here on Earth. That's right, Earth's population exceeded to 8 billion. Yeah. And only half of those 8 billion were Nick Cannon's children. We got a great show for you this evening. Oh man. We got Let's Talk, weird news, but when we come back, did I read that right? I think I probably did. And now, word to the wise with Wordwood Wiseman. How disappointing. There's no mention of my name in this book. Oh, hello. Welcome to another Word to the Wise. I'm Wordsworth Wiseman. And today's Word to the Wise is if you find somebody so irrehensible that you cannot stand them, but you also feel pity for the person they're married to, don't, because they're equally as crazy as they are. This has been a Word to the Wise with Wordwood Wiseman. Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. We got a great show for you ahead, so make sure you're sticking around because we get serious and I have things to talk about in my segment, Let's Talk. Yep, we got that one going. And also, we're going to take a look at the weirdest news found on the internet. So make sure you stick around for that because it's going to be great. It'll be great. Some really great stuff. But first, we're going to be taking a look at some text that's not quite right in my segment. Did I read that right? That's going to be coming up in just a little bit. But first, I came across this headline that, would you stay at a kinky Airbnb sex house? Well, that depends who owns it. Yeah, so apparently it says, if you're looking to get down and dirty on your next getaway, this could be the place for you. I mean, I'm always open to things. Apparently this home has a bunch of stuff going on here and includes things like cages, St. Andrew's cross, spanking bench, milking table, sex swing, suspension bar, crops, floggers, whips, paddles, restraints. Oh my. Oh my. Now, I would love to see this when you're meeting with a travel agent. Yes, we have found a house for you, but you need to be into whips, chains, and ball gags. I think it's a lovely home owned by a lovely couple. They're a little bit freaky in the sheets, but I think it'll be just right. Thank you. Yeah, so if you're ever looking for that kind of vacation or excitement, I don't know, consider it. There you go. Folks, it's time for the segment where I like to read text, headlines, and signs that are not quite right. It's time for my segment, Did I Read That Right? Alrighty, we got some headlines here. Got a lot of headlines here, so bear with me. Headline number 1, was bank robber a he or she? Breasts might be a clue. That still doesn't answer the question. I mean, still doesn't answer the question. Right? Oh, look. This is a no-brainer. Rain, biggest factor in flooding. Gee, you don't say. Don't say. All right, this one's a little odd, but I'll give it. Man eats underwear to beat breathalyzer. Now, here's the thing about this one here. Now, I don't doubt I don't doubt for a moment that he ate his underwear to get out of a breathalyzer, but listen to this. An 18-year-old settler man tried to eat his underwear in the... Bear with me, I'm sorry. Tried to eat the cotton fabric, which would absorb the alcohol, before he took a breathalyzer test, provincial court says. Now, I don't doubt that for a moment, but, I mean, look at him again. I don't believe this is an 18-year-old. That's the part of this story I don't believe, is that this is an 18-year-old. He looks like a 35-year-old porn star. Or maybe he's running the kinky Airbnb. We don't know. Please, oh, nonsense, please. All right, this is, I don't know what kind of miracle cure this is, but it might be one for, I think this might be one for the serial killers. Miracle cure. Try saying that 5 times fast. Kills 5th patient. Are you trying to kill people? Is that the miracle? I don't know. Is that it? All right, here we go. This one, another no-brainer. Bugs flying around with wings are flying bugs. Okay, I want to know something. Out of all of these, now look, I've done print before. Okay? At my own school, I've done print before. How do these get across editors? We have like 3 editors that got to go through this. Are you just letting the layout person just write these? I mean, how? I want to know how. Because, yeah, we have 3 editors that have to go through and take a look. How these got through multiple editors is beyond me. Beyond me. All right, here we go. Here's one here. Statistics show that teen pregnancy drops off significantly after age 25. What? And just not feeling it. All right, last one here. This is our last entry. I know it's, but we got more show to go, so we got to keep moving. This one's from the sports page. Am I delaying trying to read this headline? You bet I am. But ready for some action. Why? You might as well just give me a story about Uranus. I mean, but ready for some action? Broncos tight end, healthy and strong entering season. Really? You won with the title. And so you just kept going. Oh, man. Must be. I don't know. The person who wrote this must have been anal. All right, that's this segment. Did I read that right? We'll be right back with some more Remotely Zach right after this. Stick around. I've spent some time talking about the Windsor municipal election quite a lot on this show, and also that reminds me, make sure you go vote, and if you're not registered to vote, go get registered, and then, go vote. But there's also an election happening across the border, the November 2022 midterm elections that will be happening all across the United States. Now, I've seen what I'm going to be talking about over and over again, so we're going to step the scene. Let me set the scene. You step into the booth and vote for 2 different candidates, one with a D and another with an R. One of those parties will pledge to work hard for you to make your life better, and the other one is a known obstructionist who hasn't done anything for you in the entire time they've been in office. It could be 1 year they've been or full 6 years or 2 years. Or it could be 30 years. Now, you have someone who, and also, not to mention, somebody who also constantly complains about a black mermaid. Like, that's going to help anybody. And you just voted for the obstructionist. Congratulations. You're not a voter. You're an idiot. Yes. Ugh. So many times it happens. It happens here too. It happens here too, I'll tell you that. This happens cycle after cycle. And there are some explanations such as people don't think before they vote. I mean, all you gotta do is Google the candidate and you'll find out pretty much anything about them. And with broadband internet, they'll have, you won't have excuses because remember that infrastructure package, rural broadband, you can type in Google. So, and also let me talk about this too, because you can also Google to see if your candidate is pro or anti-abortion. And you and your wife go, and because, if you and your wife go to the polls and you vote for that candidate that's anti-abortion, that's going to vote to strip away your reproductive rights, it's going to be a long night on the couch for you. And also, let's take a look at some, candidates that actually have a good chance of winning their elections in November. It's terrifying to say, but, Let's start with Marjorie Taylor Greene, the Jewish space laser gazpacho police. from Georgia's 14th district. I mean, you really want her in Congress? Come on now. But she got those family values. Please, what family values? I'll wait. I mean, her husband divorced her, and she has had affairs with every man, basically, in Georgia's 14th district. Yeah. So, what has she done to make your lives better? Are you just going to vote for her because you're a deep red district? Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, the family value. No, please, shut up, lady. Next up, we have Matt Gaetz from Florida's 1st Congressional District, the Panhandle. You have a choice of sane candidate Rebecca Jones and the Democrat who was arrested and fired for falsifying COVID-19 data by Ron DeSantis. Or Matt Gaetz, an alleged child sex trafficking pedophile. Please, choose wisely. Choose wisely. I mean, if you support, Matt Gaetz, well, guess what? You're not as conservative as you think you are. No. When was the last time he went to church? He hasn't gotten down on his knees to pray. He's had other people do that. And of course, we couldn't cap this part of the segment off with the Republican Party's newest celebrity, Herschel Walker. Yes, this is a football hero, and however, he has become a candidate for the Senate. I mean, Herschel Walker is someone who got one too many footballs thrown to the head. I mean, he said some things. He said some pretty outlandish things. But I'm not going to talk about him, because what better way than to have Herschel Walker top it off. Take it away, Herschel.
From the Green New Deal, millions or billions of dollars cleaning our good air up. So all of a sudden, China and India ain't putting nothing in there cleaning that situation up. So all that bad air is still there. But since we don't control the air, our good air decided to float over to China, bad air. So when China gets our good air, their bad air gotta move. So it moves over to our good air space. And now we gotta clean that back up.
At this point, I don't know why anyone would vote for the GOP, the Grand Old Party. It's grand, it's old, and it's a cult. It's a cult, yeah. I mean, what are they for? They whine and complain. Let's take inflation for a moment. They whine and complain about, oh my God, our people can't, Americans can't afford things at the grocery store or gas, yada, yada, yada. And when it comes time to actually do something about it, sorry, I had a tickle in my throat. When it comes time to do something about it, they vote no. I mean, exactly. You know what? Democrats actually have plans to defeat inflation, to protect your abortion rights. And I'm going to tell you right now, there is one party I think you should really consider, and nobody would blame you if you crossed over. Nobody at all. Yeah. And also, Republicans keep saying that they want to put porn and stripper poles in schools as well as drag queens. No, they don't. They do not. I mean, you know what? Take it for Pennsylvania. The Republican running for governor in Pennsylvania, Doug Mastriano, has said that he's going to ban porn and stripper poles in schools. Nope. Those things don't exist in schools. They do not. I mean, tell me what school. Doug, if you're watching this, and I kind of actually hope you are, tell me what schools have stripper poles and pornography in them. Because honestly, I'd like to attend. I mean, I would love to attend. Those things are not happening, right? And now people are going to go in and say, you know what? I don't want stripper poles and pornography in the schools. Even despite the fact I don't even have any kids. It's, oh my God. You know what? I wouldn't. You know what? I can't. Is it too late to bail? Is it honestly too late to bail right now? Is it? All right, I'll keep it going. If you are the person who is actually easily persuaded by that, stay home. Just stay home. Just stay there. Stay there. Just don't even bother. And also another topic I'd like to tackle about if the Republicans are really for you, it's insulin. Because yes, right now the cost of insulin is insane. You know, little anecdote about me. I was on insulin for, I think, the first 12 years of my life. So I know a little bit something about, you know, I feel for you. Honestly, I feel for you guys. Yeah. Republicans voted against a $35 cap for the life-saving drug. And you can see right here, or I think it's over there. I think it's right here. You can see the list of Republican senators that voted no for the $35 insulin cap. And some of them are up this November in important key swing states. I'm looking at you, Rubio. Looking at you, Johnson. You too, Ron. I couldn't help myself. I really couldn't. Anywho, gotta be serious. Gotta be serious here. And also, if you're a diabetic, get out and go vote. Vote them out of office, because I can guarantee you Mandela Barnes and Val Demings will be voting for the $35 insulin cap. Also, show the Republican senators who voted no, who are up in 24, what happens when you vote no. So get out there and send them a message. Deny us our insulin, we'll deny you another term. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Whew, man, I'm getting heated. So I think, in conclusion, I think it's time we break the cycle that you should be researching your candidates. Please do some research. I know it's not your thing. Please, 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 please do a little bit of research on the candidate. Because, and you know what, these Republicans, they say it. They say it. We're out to own the libs. We're going to vote against everything just to own the libs. Well, guess what? You may say you want to own the libs, but in November, we will own you. We will own you. We'll be right back with more Remotely Zach right after this, so stick around.
That was easy.
Just checking. Well, finally reached the end of the show. And I guess that means, oh, did you see the snow? Woo, boy, the snow. It was everywhere. My God, yesterday I felt like I woke up on the top of Mike Pence's head. Oh my God. Well, if that wasn't weird enough for you, well, I got news for you. It's Friday, which means it's time to take a look at the weirdest news found on the internet. That's right, it's time for Weird News. An American politician has been re-elected in a landslide. Though there's a problem. He's dead. Tony Del Duca, the longest-serving state representative out of Pennsylvania, won on election night with 85% of the vote, despite of him dying of lymphoma, which occurred on October 9th. However, it was so close to Election Day that they really couldn't find another candidate. Man, I'm thinking, how bad how bad of a candidate was the other guy? Alrighty, well, on the topic of death, it's time to go to death's waiting room. That's right, it's time for...
Florida man, does whatever a Florida man can. Look out, here comes the Florida man.
A Florida man was caught on camera trying to evade arrest by cartwheeling away from the police. A gymnastics enthusiast was blocking the path of a truck in Orlando, and a video shows that after officers arrived, the suspect did a flip in the middle of the roadway. Officers took him down for apparently blocking traffic, but the man was able to wiggle away and do a cartwheel. But he did not get very far. He was charged with battery on law enforcement. Now, no need to flip out. No need for that. No need for that. We don't need to flip out now. Well, that's the weirdest news found on the internet, and it's time for this week's dad joke. If April showers bring May flowers, what do Mayflowers bring? Pilgrims. That's right, this is the shit you can't make up. Well, that's the show. I thank you so much for watching, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Zach Attack Productions YouTube channel. You can also find me on social media. Those links are down in the description below. Well, I want to say thank you to my announcer, Riley Livingston. I've been your host, Zachary Balog. We'll see you again next week. Same place, same time. Good night.
That was easy.
It works.
Well, that's the show for tonight. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to keep up with all the latest Remotely Zach. You can also follow us on our social media. I'm Riley Livingston. Good night.